热爱生活，分享人生。大家好，我是叶子叶先生，欢迎收看本期的节目。今天大家看到了，不是我一个人在说，今天请到一位朋友，我的老朋友啊，不是因为他年纪老，是因为我们认识很多年，是我们的 Dr. Dave 啊，我喊他喊 Dr. Dave，but actually it should be Dr. McRae, yeah, his last name， 他的姓应该是 McRae，so should be Dr. McRae， 但是我们都开玩笑喊他喊 Dr. Dave。So Dr. Dave 和我认识是因为我们 play music， 我们在一起玩音乐认识。Dr. Dave 他是一个在曼大 Medical School， 他在这个医学院，他是一名 professor。这是为什么我们喊他喊 Doctor 的原因。Can you introduce yourself a little bit?
Thank you. So my name is Dave McRae, or David McRae, and I was born and raised in the city in Winnipeg, and I went to university at the University of Manitoba. And my first degree was in microbiology.
Okay.
And at the end of that degree, I had no idea what I wanted to do in life.
Okay. How old were you at the time?
So I would be 21.
21. You were lost.
Finished. Well, I wasn't lost. I just didn't have a direction.
Okay.
And so I went looking for summer jobs in a laboratory just to see what it was like. And I was offered 2 jobs. One was in the medical school in the Department of Dentistry.
Dentistry?
Yes, studying
Okay.
Oral biology, the biology of the mouth and the bacteria in the mouth, which I had a microbiology degree.
Okay.
And I was also offered a job in the Department of Physiology.
Okay.
Physiology is a study of how the body organs and systems work.
Okay.
And I thought, well, this is a summer job, so I don't have any idea what physiology is. I never studied physiology.
Very new, huh?
Very new, so I took that job.
Oh, wow. Okay, challenge accepted.
Yeah, and I took it, and I got to work in a laboratory, and I was fascinated by it.
Oh.
I just thought that was, you know, it was like, where has that been all my life?
Yeah, okay.
And so that was in May, and then in September I enrolled in graduate school in the Department of Physiology in the Faculty of Medicine.
Okay.
So it's a medical faculty, and it's one of the departments in there. Physiology and pathophysiology, actually. And then I studied there, and I went through my pre-masters and masters, and finally did a doctorate in physiology and physiology of the nervous system.
Okay.
And what I studied, and my whole career actually, was how people and animals walk. Connections between the cells in the brain and the spinal cord that allow you to make these movements without thinking about them.
Oh, yeah. Because when we're walking, we don't think about
it.
Yes.
So I did some human work, but mainly work in animals to understand that, just understand the biology. And then I did postdoctoral research in Sweden. So I moved to Sweden in 1979.
Oh. And
I worked in what I think is the best laboratory in the world.
Yeah? Even today or at that time?
Well, my professor, a woman, a Polish woman.
Oh, Polish woman.
She's now 91 years old, and she's still doing experiments.
Really? You still keep in touch with her?
Oh, yes.
Oh, wow.
But, you know, her laboratory is not what it was back then.
Okay.
But she is really one of the best spinal cord researchers in the entire world.
Oh, wow.
So I was very lucky. So during my program, we ran out of money. I had no money.
How old were you, sorry, again?
So by
this time?
When I was run out of money, I was about 25.
25, okay.
Maybe 26. And so I had to work. I had to work. I worked as a waiter in a restaurant.
You were a waiter in the restaurant?
Yes, I was.
Okay,
And I worked as a musician.
Oh, wow.
And I worked a lot as a musician.
Okay.
In fact, it was my major source of
income,
money.
like money, okay.
So it was a possibility that I could become a professional musician.
Yeah, you could.
So
like Einstein could choose science or violin.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm not Einstein.
Okay.
So when I went to Sweden to work in the best laboratory in the world, that was a decision I made. Said if I don't like science when I work in the best laboratory in the world, then I'm going to be a musician.
Yeah, if it's already the best lab in the world
and I don't like it,
what's the point to keep doing it, right?
But I loved it.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so talking about Sweden, you are Swedish, right?
My grandparents on my mother's side are Swedish.
Okay.
They spoke Swedish at home when my mother was very young.
Okay.
But my mother doesn't remember very much Swedish now. And
how old is your mother now?
My mother's 103 years old.
103岁啊 103. Wow, that's surprised.
I think she will make it to 104. So when I moved to Sweden, I decided to become as Swedish as I could.
Okay.
So I studied the language.
Oh, you do?
I studied the language very hard.
Okay.
I took lessons.
Do you still remember some?
Oh yes.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I'm no longer fluent in Swedish, but I can watch television, read newspapers.
Even watch television?
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty amazing, yeah.
Yeah, but I've forgotten a lot, of course,
for sure.
Because I don't use it.
You don't use it, yeah.
But, so when I was in Sweden, I joined a band.
Oh, a Swedish band?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
We didn't play out very much, but very nice people.
Okay.
Very nice people, and I had a very good time. And after about 3 years, I was offered a position in Toronto.
So at that time you were still in Sweden, but you got a position in Toronto.
Yeah, so I worked in Toronto.
Okay.
And there I did some human work on the spinal cord.
Okay, so you came back and more concentrate on your area now.
And then in a very strange turn of events, I guess I should say that in my travels back and forth to Winnipeg when I was in Sweden, because I would come home, I remember going to the airport one day and saying, you know, I'll never be back here. I'll never be back in Winnipeg.
You were saying to yourself, you wanted to leave this city.
No, I said that I would never have an opportunity to be back.
Opportunity to be back. Okay,
yeah, and I was sad.
Okay.
You know, because it was my whole
Not because
life.
you didn't like the city.
No, I liked the city.
Okay.
You know, my friends and my music career and my, you know, everything. So
how long were you in Sweden?
About 3 years.
3 years?
Yeah.
How old were you when you were moving back to Canada?
32, 33, something like that.
32, 33.
32, I guess.
Okay, so 32 at that time, can I say that you are still not fully in a career yet?
Well, I have all my qualifications.
Okay.
But I do not have my own laboratory.
Okay.
So I do not have a professorship in a university yet.
Okay.
And not in Toronto. I was a research associate.
Okay.
So working in a laboratory.
With under other professors?
Well, alongside other professors.
Okay.
Yeah. They hired me because I could do things that they couldn't do in Toronto.
Okay.
So I showed them how to do that, and I learned from them and doing it.